Hi, I'm Keith,
I'm Chris. I'm the CNG25 on YouTube.
and this is Friday Night Movie Reviews. It's been a year since we have been around, but we are back, and we're going to be reviewing some movies. Not just movies, but we're also going to be reviewing some shows that are being streamed right now. Some that we like, some that we don't like. And so tonight, what we're reviewing is the movie Twisters. We went and saw that over the weekend. We saw it Friday night. So why don't you give us your overview of what you feel, how you felt about the movie Twisters, Chris?
It felt like a movie that we used to watch back in the day. Didn't have the modern cinema feel to it, where things are being thrown into movies and all that. It felt like a movie I could have watched when I was a kid in the '90s very easily. So overall, good movie. It's a good popcorn movie. Little kids would probably I probably wouldn't take it to see them because of all the some of the language that's in the PG-13 film. Overall, good movie. I think these actors and actresses that were in the film, they're very up and coming. I think they're probably going to go somewhere. Uh, we've seen one of the actors. He was in the last Transformers movie they made, and overall, I think the movie was good. It's good. I give it easily eight eight out of 10 easily.
8 out of 10. So you give it 8 Pepsis,
Eight Pepsis, yep, or eight.
eight soft drinks,
Oh yeah,
eight
absolutely,
soft drinks out of 10. All
absolutely.
right. How I felt about the movie. I agree. I agree with Chris. It was a very good movie, very very well done. It was very reminiscent of the first Twister movie. If I mean, you can tell from just looking at the title, they use the same kind of font for the title. Just put an S at the end. But it's a lot of the it's if you're going to the movie to discover more, you could possibly be a little bit disappointed, wouldn't you say?
It's more of the same, yeah.
Because it's more of the same. Yes, it's a group of people chasing tornadoes, and they're chasing multiple tornadoes, just like in the first movie. It's two different groups of people who are also kind of opposing each other for parts of the movie. But it's without giving you spoilers away. It is very very well done, like the first movie was. I enjoyed the first movie. It was like Chris said, it was a very good popcorn movie, and so was this one. And as far as popcorn goes, I would also give this probably about 8 out of 10 popcorns for it. But like I said, don't go expecting anything really new, because the stuff that is in it has basically already been done. So that's our take on it. Tell me one of the things that you liked the most about the movie.
Uh, you know, the not overuse of CG. It the tornadoes in the film looked real. I have to say that I really enjoyed that aspect of it. The music was appropriate for the film. A lot of times you'll watch a movie and the music in it will seem kind of out of place. The movie definitely had its instrumental music that was kind of like your theme music for the film. They had that in there along with current music that fit. I felt like that was a nice mixture between the two. The music really added to the tension in certain scenes in the film without giving any spoilers, like you said. I would say from that aspect, that was probably one of my favorite parts of it.
Right, right. Yeah, the music was very well done. As he said, it was a mixture of kind of popish, sort of country type music, as well as your regular cinematic sort of orchestral music as well. But it was very good, and they put the things in places where it needed it the most, whether it was the pop country stuff or whether it was the cinematic orchestral stuff, and it just added to the whole overall feel of the movie. Like he said, the tents, the tent spots were they were pretty intense, and it was you. There were times when I was sitting there thinking, "Wow, this should have been in 3D." We actually discussed it. It would have been great to see some of that debris flying out at your face, but
They,
but we saw the standard version. I don't even know if there was a 3D version for
as far
this.
as I could tell, there wasn't. I feel like they left money on the table on that one. But I will say this: the movie was the number one movie this weekend. It made $80 million. It made about
Good for
50
them.
million more than projected. They were like low 30s is what they were expecting the movie to make, and it made 80 million on its opening weekend.
That's good.
Longevity of the movie, it'll give people an alternative next weekend when Deadpool Wolverine come out, because Deadpool Wolverine's rated R and you can't bring children to that movie. This one would be the better alternative of the two. So I don't think that it'll hurt Twister's business too bad, but I believe that at least it'll give families another option, because obviously Deadpool is not a family movie. So
Right, right. But I will say this: maybe think twice before you take little kids to see it, because little kids can latch on to things and they can get scared kind of easy. And this is something that's realistic. I mean, granted, probably in your lifetime you're only going to see maybe one or two tornadoes, and these people see at least what, about five or six.
easily,
Eh,
and you're talking twin tornadoes, just like the trailer
right.
showed.
Right. So you're in the movie. These people are seeing, but of course they're chasing them, and so they're supposed to be going to where the tornadoes are more are stationed, or where they're going to be. But little kids will latch onto this, and anytime there's a bad thunderstorm outside, if they go and see this movie, just like with the movie Twister, they go and see this movie. Anytime a bad thunderstorm comes up outside, it starts raining, thunder and the lightning. All of a sudden, you're going to have your kids going into a panic, thinking that a tornado is going to come through and rip the house up. So let's keep little kids at home. Re- I would suggest that you kind of go for that PG-13 kind of rating kind of thing. And if your kids are 13 and up, that's fine. But if they're, 8, 9 years old, maybe they might need to stay home during this one, because it can get pretty intense in scenes. So overall, I liked the movie. I enjoyed it. It reminded me of the first movie a lot, and I enjoyed the first movie. It brought some of that nostalgic feeling back from the movie Twister. It gave you just an overall feel that this was supposed to be a sequel, and I really liked that.
Well, and on that note about it being a sequel, there was hardly to little no connection at all to the first film. So if you've never seen the 1996 classic Twister, you can go see this one without it interfering and feeling like you're missing out on
Right.
something. They do have one little thing in the film as a nod to the original film. There's a device that they use in the film called Dorothy, and it was central to the plot to the original film. And they have that device in this movie, and that's really the only real tie that I see. Now, maybe fans that are a little bit more, can see the little nitpicky things could probably say, "Oh no, there's more connections," but that was the big glaring one. I think that the overall fans will notice if they've seen the first film. So don't
Right.
don't be afraid to see this. This doesn't suffer from sequelitis, basically, where you're dependent on the first film.
Right.
So
Right, right. Yeah. Then that's one of the things that we discussed together, was that you didn't actually have to see the first movie in order for this one to make any sense. This is a standalone film, and it does not depend on Twister at all to for it to make any sense whatsoever. So go go to the movies, enjoy the movie. All right? Get your soda, get your popcorn, get your candy bar, whatever it is that floats your boat with all of that, and sit and have some snacks, drink some drinks, and then kick back and enjoy the film, because it was a really good film. I enjoyed it a lot. All
absolutely.
right.
All right. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell for the notification for when our next video drops, because we do have another one coming shortly. And thank you.
Very good. See you next time for Friday Night Movie Reviews.